Welcome to My Lines, brought to you by Colin Boynton. For this latest episode of my poetry podcasts, the place where I share my world of words, you may need to use your imagination a little, as I did when writing these pieces. I will begin with a piece called A Figment of My Imagination. Every day I am looking upon something quite strange, that's short, fat and long. But don't ask me what it is that I see, but sometimes I find it's looking at me. It never moves round, it just sits right there, looking as if it hasn't a care. No one else notices, no one else sees. You'd think that this thing was hid in the trees. I'm frightened to think, one day I will find, this strange little thing is just in my mind. Is this in the imagination or is it real? You decide. My next piece this week is called I Wonder. I heard the sound of voices, but there was no one there. I heard the sound of laughter, drifting on the air. I felt a chill creep up my spine. The night was still and warm. I thought I felt a gentle touch placed upon my arm. I turned and thought I caught a glimpse of someone standing near. I felt my body tremble. Was it cold or fear? I wasn't sure just what was there, or what it just might be. I wondered, could it be a ghost or angel guarding me? The demon drink, or just my imagination? The next is called Nonsense. Last night as I lay sitting beside the open fire, I watched the embers dying as the flames became much higher. I ate my cup of coffee and drank a piece of cake. My snoring got much louder, keeping me awake. The light was getting darker, the sun was shining bright. The midday heat was scorching in the middle of the night. The time had come to go to bed, and so I closed the door, climbed the stairs one by one until I found the floor. The grass was needing cutting underneath the bed. I closed my eyes and went to sleep and ate my jam and bread. And another in similarity. The next piece I've chosen is called A Night at Home. Sitting in my armchair, there's not a place to go. Sipping on a glass of wine, the lights are turned down low. I look out of the window, there's not a soul in sight, but that may be because it is the middle of the night. I drink another glass of wine, the fire burns down low. I look out of the window and watch the falling snow. I look out from my armchair, the window starts to go. I drink another glass of wine, the bottle's getting low. I look out of the bottle, finish off the wine, and falling drunk onto the floor, my nose begins to shine. My final piece from my imagination this week is simply called Shame of It. Many are the varied tales to you I could tell, stories from the years gone by, of people I knew well. Some have been and stayed a while, others stayed for years. Some of them seemed friendly, others had their fears. They never understand it when I come around. I try to move so peacefully without the faintest sound. I think that some have seen me, others have just guessed, and there's nothing they can really do with uninvited guests. I really cannot help it. You know I'm not to blame. I didn't ask to be a spook. It really is a shame. I hope you've enjoyed my choice for this week's episode. The books I've written are available either from myself or direct from my publishers. For more details, see my website www.colinscorner.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll join me once again next time for another episode of My Lines.